Hi, everybody. Welcome to Katie in the Morning. I'm Katie Page, Director of Member Relations at the National Association of Healthcare Assistants. Today, we're bringing to you another presentation from CNA Fest 2018. It was John Reinhardt from onlinecna.com. And he was there talking about the future of education for CNAs. Onlinecna.com is cnaonline.com. I'll get it one of these. I'm a little dyslexic, kind of. When it comes to the education that NACA puts out for CNAs, we pride ourselves on bringing the most up-to-date information on the rules and regulations, professional development, personal development, the preceptor course, of course, geriatric care specialty. But there's so many areas that we want to cover that with such a small staff in-house, it is virtually unattainable in the time frame that we want to do it in. So onlinecna.com, cnaonline.com, I'm going to get it one of these times, I promise, is a company that we are kind of partnering with to help us get those resources out to you guys. So John was nice enough to come to conference this year and do a little bit of education about education for us. So let's take a look at a few of the topics that he presented this year. The past, the present, and the future. Take a look back at the last 30 years and look at how far our profession has come. We have gone from paper charts to point-and-click care to point of care, AccuNurse. There are so many different ways that we are evolving. The in-house in-services to there's Silvertree or Silverchair. There are in-house in-services that are being developed. The NACA Virtual Campus of Care is out there. This just brings education to CNAs on a daily basis on so many different levels, so many different playing fields. CNAs are in so many different industries now, not just in skilled care, but in hospice, home health care, hospitals, children's hospitals. It's just an endless possibility, which means we also need endless education to keep us up to date on the things that we're supposed to be doing and the things that are coming our way. What do you think will change in the next 30 years? So when you think about education and how it has changed so far, one of the points that John brought up is he asked the audience, what do you think is going to happen in the future for education? One of the things that I personally see is education is going to be at the touch of our fingertips. We see so many people utilizing their cell phones, the apps that you can download. Google search is on there. There's so much information that is literally right in the palm of our hand. And that's one of the things that I see with education is there's going to be less people in classrooms and more people doing it individually from home. So that's one of the things that CNA Online, right, Gary? cnaonline.com focuses on is bringing that education to you in your house so that you can do it when you want to do it, where you want to do it, and for how long you want to do it. How have we changed in the way that we learn? There are so many developmental milestones that we have conquered in the last 30 years. Like I said, from the classroom setting where you have 30 people in there taking the class, listening to the teacher, taking notes, asking questions, that sort of thing. It has gone from a process to what I refer to as segments. You learn in segments nowadays. You're standing in the grocery store and you do the first part of your learning session, pay for your groceries, pack it up, take it home, get your phone back out, do the next segment of your learning session. There is so much more information that we're obtaining now. This is my personal opinion. So many more. We got all sorts of buzzers and stuff going off in here. This is just a very important subject. So it's the future. Yes, it is. So everybody's kind of chiming in. Now I lost my train of thought. We were talking about going home, unloading the groceries, doing it, getting more information in a less amount of time is what we're striving for, what we're moving towards. So that is another tool that online cnaonline.com is providing or helping us provide to you guys. So when it comes to the future of education, what we're going to see in the future, I believe, like I said, is less of the class time, more individual learning basis, education at the touch of your fingertips, at the touch of a button, really. One of the girls or guys in the audience had suggested that robots are going to replace in-house teachers. I kind of agree with that, and I kind of don't agree with that. When it comes to like the learning material, the book stuff that we need to learn, I believe that is very, very possible. When it comes to the clinical stuff, I still believe that we need that person to interact with, teaching us how to welcome, orientate, and train and transition each other, getting to know that routine, that sort of thing. But that's another place where technology is going to kind of kick in too. You see the pocket care plans coming into play now, where it tells you their likes, their dislikes, their social history, their behaviors, I mean, everything is literally right on the little notepad that you carry around, or the pocket care plan that you stick in your back pocket. You see a lot of staffing CNAs, staffing firm CNAs, staffing agency CNAs with those pocket care plans that are just handed them in the door their first time ever in the building. They don't know the routine. They don't know the people personally. They just go in, have this little mini chart that they carry around with them to kind of tell them likes, dislikes, how they transfer, hearing aids, no hearing aids, alarms, no alarms, bed rails, everything, toileting issues. I shouldn't say issues, toileting challenges. I mean, it tells you everything. And that's another thing that I think we're going to see in the future of education, is learning how to read those, learning how to develop those. You also see CNAs going into several different fields, like I said. You have med aids, you have phlebotomy CNAs, you have emergency room CNAs, you have home health care CNAs, you have CNAs doing scheduling, you have CNAs that are moving up to human resource. There's just so many things that CNAs are spreading out to, that the education is going to have to spread out to. We're going to take a short break so that I can catch my breath. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the future of education just a little bit more.
Join us as we honor CNAs with your host, Lisa Sweet. CNA Heroes, Friday at 7 p.m. Central, only on CNA TV.
Welcome back to Katie in the Morning. Today we're talking about the future of education. Another thing that I think is going to be a big player in the future of education is not just the people skills that we're taught and the care plan routines and that sort of thing, but also how to use the equipment that's going to develop in the future as well. The new Hoyers, the new Easy Stands, the new Sit-to stands, the new lift pad. I mean, there's so much out there that's developing, and they're constantly evolving, that CNAs are going to have to keep up with those in a much, much faster pace, and we're going to literally have to keep up with the times. The only way that we're going to be able to do that is to have that education in front of us at all times, whether it's on a kiosk, whether it's on a computer, whether it's on your phone. Those are all key factors that are going to play into keeping up with the times, keeping up with the education, and keeping up with our profession in general. If you think about the past, present, and future, I actually said that right. The past, present, and future of education when it comes to CNAs, you're going to see a big gap between the late 1990s and the mid 2000s. I think that's when the cell phones with the apps came out, the Google search, the MySpace became a thing of the past, Facebook came into play. There's so much technology that is developing at such a rapid rate that the industry of skilled care is kind of falling behind. But now at this point, they're starting to catch back up. They're starting to evolve. They're starting to throw that material at us on a daily basis, it seems like. So partnering with this company, with John and his company, is going to give us the opportunity to get that information out to you guys in a strategic way to help you on a daily basis with the cares that you're giving to our nation's elders. I thank you guys all for joining me today, and I will see you right back here tomorrow for Katie in the Morning.